ITB Asia looks fabulous this year. We are with Nino Gruettke, the head of ITB Asia, and talking to him about the latest plans of Messe Berlin, the plans of ITB Asia in the recent coming years, and his ideas on the growth of the travel and tourism industry in the near future. So, how are you doing today?
Very good, very pleased. Thanks for having me.
Wonderful. Your take on ITB Asia 2014 this year, sir. Would you like to brief something?
It's halftime. We got 1.5 days in. We got another 1.5 days to go. The halftime report is phenomenal. The numbers are up. We have more visitors than the previous years. We're by now the most international Asian travel trade show, which makes us very happy and proud. And the buzz that's going on down at the show floor is really phenomenal. For us, it's more about quality than quantity, and the feedback that we have received so far is very, very positive. So I'm in a good mood.
Fantastic, sir. Do you like to comment on the contribution of ITB Berlin and ITB Asia, the special edition for the Asia market, in the growth of the global travel industry?
Those are 3 questions that I'm more than happy to answer. ITB Asia is vastly different from ITB Berlin. ITB Berlin is almost 50 years old, and it's known to be the world's leading leisure brand. When we brought ITB to Asia, we listened to the Asian market and tweaked the concept. We're now the leading hybrid show, which means the following. We added the MICE component, so by now we're only half leisure, and the other side is BT MICE, business travel and the MICE industry. And we incorporated a hosted buyer program, which we do not have in Berlin. And last but not least, it's only a B2B show, while in Berlin you have 2 days for the consumers. So this is a pure B2B business matchmaking marketplace where people from all across the world come to make business. This is where the Argentinian buyers meet the Vietnamese sellers. This is where the Norwegian exhibitors meet the Chinese buyer, and where the South Africans meet the Singaporeans.
Right. Corporate social responsibility, the CSR, is a prime subject of ITB Asia this year. So could you just brief some of your thoughts on this?
Yes, I do hope that you attended yesterday's CSR Day.
Yes, I did.
We dedicated an entire day to the subject of CSR, and not just 1 out of 3 days, but the opening day, and that underlines how significant CSR is for us and for the travel industry as a whole. We had a packed day. NetGeo supported us in the CSR movement, and it's just a fabulous platform for people from all across the travel and tourism, hospitality and aviation industry to showcase what they're doing for CSR. We're here at Marina Bay Sands, an ISO certified green building, and I think this also underlines what ITB Asia does to ensure that CSR top of the agenda for the entire industry.
Sounds great. If you have to point out some of the major changes in the global travel industry, be it the trends, be it the latest upcoming events, which are the ones you think are worth mentioning?
I would rather love to talk about trends than changes, because it's not that every year we reinvent the wheel. So I think what we will continue to see is the growth of Asia. Yesterday in the opening keynote, Velf Ebeling from GBTA shared that business travel is growing 5% year over year in Asia, whereas in Europe and the Americas, it's shrinking by 2 to 3%. So I think that number alone shows how significant Asia is, and that ITB Asia is at this right place at the right time. The other thing I think that we see is also a continuous trend, which is the move to mobile applications, to mobile technology, to Generation Y. And the third one that we just talked about is CSR, and making the amount of travel that happens every year just more eco-friendly for the next generation.
The point you mentioned in the second point happened to be my next question. Would you like to share your views on the effectiveness of digital branding, social media, and the emergence of online travel portals?
Yes. Your magazine is print?
No, we are a digital magazine.
Lovely, so I can tweak my answer. No, I think it is inevitable or simply naive to think that print will be the future. I think we have seen that digital is where people are investing, where some more conservative companies are trying to learn what digital is all about, while the Generation Y is only digital now. So I do congratulate you for being all digital publishing company, and I think this is where the future is. We do not neglect the publishing side, the traditional publishing side, but if you look at the OTAs, I think it's a clear indicator that brick and mortar is not the future. At the moment, I dare say it's a hybrid, and in the future it will be clearly going down the digital track.
Fantastic, sir. To wrap it up, could you just share your journey towards to this position of as the head of ITB Asia, and how are you enjoying your position? All right.
I have run many exhibitions in the past. I've been with this company for over 10 years. I've done software and consumer electronics, and now it is travel and tourism. And without a doubt, the travel and tourism industry is by far my favorite. It is what I find the most international, the most hospitable, and the most friendly industry I've ever worked for and with. It is just phenomenal to see how people are competitors but yet friends. People that switch from one brand in the hotel industry to another remain friends beyond the corporate sign on their business card, and that is just really, really lovely that people across religions, cultures, and hierarchies can just peacefully do business together.
Thank you so much for talking to us, Nino. It was lovely talking to you, and have a great day today.
You too. Thanks for coming.